Greetings. A pastor who is on $10 million bail, presently as I speak, he said that the devil wants to make me famous, referring to himself. Okay? Now, the reason why I'm doing this video is to give listeners a better understanding of the devil. You see, when he said that the devil wants to make him famous, he is correct. And I'm going to show you how. You see, when it comes to programming the minds of people, all you need to do is practice to use the word the devil, Satan, Lucifer, and also practice to use the word Jesus, Jesus Christ, the Lord. You see, when I become more aware of who I am and become more aware of how the mind works, and I come to understand what the Bible is all about, I realize that if I want, I could just use the name Jesus Christ and also speak about the devil and Lucifer and Satan. And if I want, I could extort so much and 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 so much out of people. But I'm not going to do something like that. Okay? Now, this man was referring to a case that is against him for having in his possession a $28,100,000 bill in TT money, which is Trinidad and Tobago money. Now, at the end of 2019, they were going to get rid of all the $100 bill in Trinidad and Tobago as a way to deal with corruption and money laundering and so on, right? And the first person that came in with a certain amount of money that was questionable was a barber who came with about $1 million, and he's a barber. But to cut a long story short, this pastor, whose name is Vindial, you can just check it out anywhere on the internet, type in his name and you'll see, right? Along with the $28 million, and you'll see it for yourself. It's in all the newspapers, okay? He went to the bank an whole year day with $28,100,000 bills to change. And that is what allowed the police and so on to go to his church and his home and to search for more money, where they find 2.6 million more. And that would have been in different denominations of money, like 5, 10s, 20, 50s, and so on. And the reason why I'm doing this video too is because I was a part of that cult. Okay? But in another country, because I live and grew up in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and there is a third Exodus Assembly in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and that one in St. Vincent, we used to always go to Trinidad every year for a convention. Okay, and there's where we used to invest our money, buying books, buying tapes, and so on. Because one of the things they do to program is to have you to listen to tapes over and over and over and over and over and over to impress your subconscious mind with William Branham messages. Okay, and then Vindial himself, he would put his messages also on tapes and DVDs and so on for you to buy. Okay, and all of that would help to program your subconscious mind. And most people have no idea the power of their subconscious mind. Okay, so let me get to what I really want to say. When he said that the devil wants to make him famous, you have to realize, first of all, that the Bible is mental, it is psychological, it's a book of mind science. So when he speaks about the devil, most people have the idea that he's speaking of an entity outside of himself. That's why if I decide to have a church and I say Jesus, when I say Jesus, people think I'm talking about a man who existed 2,000 years ago. But I'm just using a personification that represents my own imagination, and people would buy into it and believe in that. I'm talking about man who died across 2,000 years ago. Because they do not understand the Bible metaphysically and esoterically. They do not understand the Bible psychologically. And if I was to give them the benefit of the doubt and say the Bible is literal and secular history, still, what could anyone in the Bible would have done that wasn't first a thought, or first an idea, or first imagined? What words could have been used, or what action that could have taken place that wasn't first a thought, or first an idea, or first mental, or first psychological? And who writer could have write any book and it wasn't first a thought, or first an idea, or first imagined? People fail to realize that the Bible is a book. And people have to use their mind to put what is in the Bible. So anyhow you turn, it is mental and it is psychological. It's mind science. It just have to do with your mind. It adjusts the human mind and must be interpreted psychologically. So when you speak about the devil, you have to understand that the devil is speaking of your lower negative thoughts. The devil is a fallen angel. And what is that angel? An angel is a messenger. What bring message to you and from you? It is your own thoughts that bring message to you and from you. So the negative side of you is referred to as the devil, Satan. While the positive uplifting side of you is referred to as God. So there's love and there's fear. So religion keep you under fear, but self-realization keep you under the energy of love, because it will teach you to love yourself and believe in yourself. So when he said that the devil wanted to make him famous, it was he who was going to the bank. The bank wasn't going to he. So when he speak about Satan and talk about the devil, he's speaking about his own thinking. Because what he did was the expression of what was going on in his mental. You see, it is your own thoughts that is creating your reality and creating your personality. That's why the very Bible says that as a man thinketh in his heart, his subconscious mind. So you see, we're thinking heartbeat. Think you're talking about the organ and pump blood around your body. And where is the heart? The heart is where? Inside or outside? So it's telling you as you think from within, so it should express itself without. So this man could have had all of that money and decide, you know what? I had all of that money and now they're going to get rid of the $100 bills. I would have to count this as a loss. I might have to just burn all of that money and save my reputation and stand for everything I've been preaching. I've been preaching against the system of the world for so long. I don't want to go hire lawyers to defend me. I don't want my name to get out in the newspaper, because me and my congregation are always looking to the news for the fulfillment of prophecy, because that's what they do. And they always say modern events being made clear by vindicated prophecy, and they always, when I go down there the very first time, they had newspapers stick up all over the place. And these people are always reading the news. And when he end up in the news, they get angry with the news. When did they say we're feeding on the news? When news is basically negative things, propaganda. The last thing you want to do is listen to the news, especially when you're going to bed or when you're awake. You don't want to get too caught up in news. It's all propaganda. It's to distract you and to program you. But the point I want to get across to you, my brother and my sisters, the devil is a negative self. So he was correct when he said that the devil is speaking about his lower self, not his higher self. His higher self would have said, you know what? I am more valuable than money. My reputation is more valuable than money. I'm going to burn this money. I'm going to get rid of this money. Nobody in this world would have known he had the 28 million plus the 2.6 million. No one would have known that. And he would have still be carrying on in the church, which he said is not a denomination. They done non-denominational. And when I used to be down there, I used to ask them where they register as. I would like to know where they register as, because if you're going to win a case, because you have over 3 lawyers, you have to say there's tithes and offering, and tithes and offering is not really taxable because it's a gift. So in any case, I would definitely like to know if you're not a denomination, if you're not an organized religion. So when he said that the devil wanted to make him famous, he was correct. When Jimmy Swaggart and all the other preachers, when they've been caught and they say it's the devil, they're correct. It's because the devil is a negative thinking. So when you fall to your negative thinking, it's the devil. So you have to learn to look in the mirror and see the devil, and learn to look in the mirror and see God, and learn to have balance and understand the law of polarity, which is the law of opposite. Understand immutable laws. Understand the law of cause and effect. He ended up in the newspaper and all of that is the effect, but nobody could see the cause. And the members would defend him to the last. They would defend him to the last. They would see me as a troublemaker. They would see me as a man who lost his mind. They think I lost my mind. The man, they say, oh, he's smoking weed. But anyone who have eyes to see will watch and see. And they would know what kind of person I am. Okay? So I can go on and on and on, my brothers and my sisters, but I want to come to a close here, and I'm just doing this video to help people, because I know many years from now, people will find these videos and they will look at these videos and say, but this man making a lot of sense. This man not crazy. This man is saying that the Bible is a book of mind science. And they will say, but even if I speak a word, it's mental. How are you going to use your mind to disagree this man, to tell this man that the Bible is not mental? You're going to use your mental to disagree, to say that it's not mental? It's madness. Okay? So, with that being said, my brothers and my sisters, I want to thank you very much for listening to me. And I want to say to you, if this is the very first time that you're listening to me, what I'm saying, if it makes sense, if it really resonates with you, and you have a subscriber already, I definitely want to encourage you to subscribe, to like, to comment, and to share this video. Also, if you'd like to grab a hold of my work, all of my links, they're all down below. I'll definitely encourage you to check out all my links that are down below and follow your intuition. With that being said, peace, I'm out.